where Gene Hackman, 95, and his wife Betsy Arakawa, 65, and a dog were found deceased.
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. Gene Hackman's sudden and perplexing death has left the world in shock, but the mystery is far from over as authorities continue their investigation. His family, friends, and the public are left grappling with countless unanswered questions. Theories continue to circulate, fueled by growing inconsistencies and troubling details. The conversation has exploded across social media, with fans and skeptics alike questioning the official reports. How did both Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa pass away under such unusual circumstances? What happened to their dog? And why were no warning signs detected in time to prevent this tragedy? Hackman's family has expressed deep concern about the circumstances surrounding his passing. His daughter was among the first to publicly speculate about carbon monoxide poisoning, but that theory was quickly dismissed by authorities after thorough inspections ruled it out. Yet new questions have emerged. If carbon monoxide was not the cause, then what was? Many are questioning why Hackman's pacemaker, which was monitored by a medical company, did not send out an alert when it stopped functioning. My mother has a pacemaker that is monitored by a company that alerts when something is wrong 9 days, and no one was alerted to a problem, wrote one concerned observer. Others have echoed this sentiment, pointing out that most people with pacemakers, especially those in their 90s, are closely monitored by doctors. If he had a pacemaker, why didn't its activity alert those monitoring it? One user asked. These concerns have only added to the growing belief that something is being overlooked. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of this case is that it wasn't just Hackman who died. His wife and one of their dogs perished as well. The discovery of the dog's body has raised even more red flags. Doesn't explain why both of them died. Something is weird, noted one observer. Others question why a pet which was kept inside would pass away while two other dogs managed to survive. They have been saying the dog was found in a closet, then later set in the kennel. If the two dogs were running loose and lived, why wasn't the third dog loose and running around? None of it makes sense. Another person wrote, the condition of the dog has led to several theories. Some believe the pet may have been locked in the crate for days, unable to escape after Hackman and his wife died. If they were dead for 9 days, the dog would have starved, users suggested. Others speculated that the dog's death could be tied to whatever caused Hackman and Arakawa's passing. The wife and dog died too. That is the red flag. Crazy. Another comment read, if an external factor such as poisoning or an environmental hazard was involved, why were only certain members of the household affected? The timeline of events leading up to Hackman's death has also come under scrutiny. The fact that neither he nor his wife was reported missing for over a week is baffling to many. No one comes by the house for a week. A helper cleaning up the house, grocery deliveries, food, medicine, essentials, one comment pointed out. Others noted that it was highly unusual for such a well-connected individual to go unnoticed for that long 9 days, and nobody missed them. Furthermore, inconsistencies in the discovery of the bodies have raised additional concerns. The maintenance worker who found them reportedly told 911 dispatchers that he had seen the bodies through a window and that all the doors were locked. However, when police arrived, they found the front door open and the two surviving dogs running freely in and out of the. This is crazy. These small but significant oversights have only fueled speculation that something is being overlooked. As the case continues to unfold, Hollywood remains in a state of disbelief many have. Hackman's closest friends and colleagues are struggling to process the details surrounding his passing. Morgan Freeman, who has long admired Hackman, said, "The more I hear about this case, the more I think we don't have the full story. Gene was meticulous, intelligent. If he left something behind, I can't help but wonder what he was trying to tell us." Kevin Nur, who worked with Hackman in the past, expressed his unease as well. Gene wasn't the kind of man to scare easily. If he hid something away, it was for a reason. This new evidence changes everything. Clint Eastwood, another longtime peer, added, "I knew Gene for a long time. He was sharp, he was careful. If he thought something was worth locking away, there's a damn good reason for it." The speculation from Hollywood icons, combined with the growing number of inconsistencies, has only intensified the demand for further investigation. Let's see what the test results reveal. Why must the media always have to speculate? Rip, and my condolences to the family, one cautious observer noted, emphasizing the need for patience in unraveling the truth as authorities continue their forensic analysis. The focus has now shifted to Hackman's pacemaker data, which could provide crucial insights into the exact moment he passed away. His pacemaker put the dog in the closet, killed it, and his wife. That's a stretch, one comment sarcastically noted, highlighting the absurdity of the unanswered questions. However, many agree that the pacemaker should have provided more immediate information about Hackman's final moments. Meanwhile, the toxicology reports are still pending, and investigators are re-examining every aspect of the case, from the household environment to the medications found near Arakawa's body. If any new findings emerge, they could either confirm suspicions of foul play or provide a long-awaited explanation for this puzzling tragedy. For now, Hackman's family, friends, and the public are left in limbo, waiting for definitive answers. As one user put it, nothing makes sense about this except for foul play. Whether that statement holds any truth remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: until all the facts are revealed, the mystery of Gene Hackman's final days will continue to haunt Hollywood and beyond. As the investigation into G. Hackman's death continues, new layers of mystery are being uncovered, fueling even more speculation. The public, still reeling from the initial shock, is now piecing together their own theories as more inconsistencies emerge, while authorities remain tight-lipped about key details. Forensic experts, journalists, and Hollywood insiders are all beginning to weigh in on what truly happened in Hackman's final days. Was this an unfortunate case of natural causes, or is there a darker truth waiting to be exposed? Hackman's family, once hopeful that the investigation would yield definitive answers, is growing increasingly frustrated with the lack of clarity. His daughter, initially convinced that carbon monoxide poisoning was the culprit, has since backtracked, acknowledging that the results simply don't support that theory. Instead, she has begun demanding a deeper forensic analysis. "Something doesn't feel right," she told reporters. "We need to know what really happened to my father and Betsy." The family has also voiced their Hackman's heart stopped. "We might be able to establish a clearer timeline of events." Law enforcement officials, under increasing pressure from both the family and the public, have announced that they are widening the scope of their investigation. Toxicology results are still pending, but authorities have confirmed that they are testing for a broader range of substances, including rare poisons that may not have been initially considered. Forensic teams have also revisited Hackman's home, conducting a second, more thorough sweep of the property. New reports suggest that Additional personal documents and digital records have been recovered, which may provide crucial insight into the days leading up to the couple's deaths. Investigators are particularly interested in Hackman's phone logs and emails, looking for any sign that he may have been in distress, receiving threats or expressing concern about his health or safety. One source close to the investigation revealed that authorities are now examining whether Hackman and Arakawa were in contact with any unusual individuals prior to their deaths. We're looking at all possibilities, the source stated. There's still a lot we don't know. The Hollywood community pushes for answers while the family continues to press for answers. Hollywood figures have also begun speaking out, demanding clarity in the case. Many who knew Hackman personally remain skeptical of the current explanations being offered. Morgan Freeman, a longtime friend, voiced his concerns in a recent interview. Gene was one of the smartest people I ever met. If something was wrong, he wouldn't have ignored it. I just don't believe he would have gone out like this without a fight. Similarly, Kevin Nur has continued to call for transparency, stating that the circumstances of Hackman's passing don't sit well with him. This is a man who was careful, who planned everything meticulously. It's hard for me to believe he just suddenly died without warning, and the fact that his wife and their dog died too, that's just too much coincidence for my liking. Even Clint Eastwood, known for keeping his opinions private, has reportedly reached out to Hackman's family to offer support and resources. Gene was a legend. He deserves the truth, he reportedly told a close friend. Could this be a Hollywood cover-up? As speculation grows, some have begun to wonder if there is more to this case than meets the eye. Hackman was known to be fiercely private, but in recent years there had been whispers of a long-lost manuscript, a tell-all memoir that he had reportedly been working on before his death. If such a manuscript exists, could it have contained information that someone didn't want getting out? One of the more extreme theories suggests that Hackman may have uncovered something controversial, something powerful enough to make him a target. While this remains purely speculative, it has not stopped conspiracy theorists from drawing parallels between his case and other Hollywood deaths that were initially ruled as natural causes, only to later be re-examined under more suspicious circumstances. For now, these theories remain unsubstantiated, but the demand for answers continues to grow. If there is more to this story, will the full truth ever come to light? What happens next? The road ahead with toxicology results still pending, digital records under review, and a second round of forensic testing underway. It is clear that this investigation is far from over. The family has vowed to push for a full and transparent inquiry, refusing to accept vague explanations or premature conclusions. The public too remains engaged, watching every new development closely. They know something. One commenter speculated they're just keeping it secret, whatever the truth may be. One thing is certain: Gene Hackman's legacy will never be forgotten, whether his death was the result of natural causes, a tragic accident, or something more sinister. Hollywood will continue to mourn the loss of one of its greatest actors while demanding the full story behind his final days. Until then, the mystery endures.